Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has called a meeting of AAP MLAs at the Vidhan Sabha this morning at about 9 o'clock. The meeting that's going to be taking place, this has happened after the Punjab Governor was denied permission for a trust vote called by the AAP government. The Governor has withdrawn his earlier permission, citing absence of specific rules regarding summoning of the Assembly for considering the confidence motion that was called by the Punjab government. And here is what Arvind Kejriwal had to say. He put out a tweet saying, Aam Aadmi Party, as Arvind Kejriwal saying, how can the governor refuse a session called by the cabinet? Then democracy is over, is what Arvind Kejriwal had to say. 2 days ago, the governor gave permission for the session when Operation Lotus started failing and the number was not completed. A call came from the high authorities asking to withdraw the permission. Today, the country has a constitution on one side and Operation Lotus on the other, is what Arvind Kejriwal has to say. Now, Aam Aadmi Party has hit out at the governor, and party convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has questioned the move, saying that democracy is over.
प्रताप सिंह बाजवा जी हुणी ये लिख के दे के आए ने कि जी कोई प्रोविजन नहीं हैगी कि जी ये नहीं होना चाहिए हैगा ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਮਿਤ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਇਸ਼ਾਰੇ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਦੇ ਇਸ਼ਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੀ ਟੀਮ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜੇ ਇਹ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨ ਤਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਤੰਤਰ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੜਾਈ ਲੜੀਏ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੈਰ ਸੰਵਿਧਾਨਕ ਲੱਗਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਕਾਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਹ ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਨੇ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਨੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਕਨਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਤੰਤਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਕੁਚਲਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ
Well, we have Ghazali joining us. Ghazali, we just heard Arvind Kejriwal putting out that tweet saying democracy is over. Well, the Chief Minister has called for that meeting at about 9 o'clock this morning. What can we expect? What's the latest?
See, as of now, it's very clear that the assembly session which was convened is not happening because the governor has withdrawn his assent. Now, what the governor has mentioned, the reason in his withdrawal order is that under the business rules of the assembly session, there is no such provision where the government or the session can be convened in favor of a motion. You can convene a session, but when there is a no confidence motion moved. But there is no such provision of conducting a session or convening a session when there is a pro-government motion has to be moved. Now, that is clear from the governor's withdrawal order. Now, second thing is that the Chief Minister has called the meeting of its own MLAs, the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, but also another cabinet meeting has also been, is scheduled at 10:30 a.m. where Chief will hold a cabinet meeting as well. Now, this session which was to be held today, which was to be scheduled today, was to be passed by a cabinet, which was done day before yesterday, and again a cabinet meeting has been called today. So it is very likely that maybe the state cabinet will again pass the same thing, that they want to hold assembly session, and again the request will be forwarded to the governor. But meanwhile, a meeting is going to be held by Aam Aadmi Party MLAs with Chief Minister at 9 a.m. 10:30 a.m. we have a cabinet meeting, and at around 11 a.m. the BJP is going to gherav or protest against this entire allegations of Aam Aadmi Party of Operation Lotus and this calling the state assembly session. So a lot of political drama today in Punjab, but we are all waiting for a statement from the government after the cabinet meeting gets over.
Right, Ghazali, so that meeting that's expected at 9 o'clock in the morning, you just mentioned what the government's going to be doing, of course, about this. Take us through Arvind Kejriwal's strong comments coming out saying democracy is over.
See, yesterday when the governor withdrew his order, he mentioned it very clearly that why he is doing it, that there is no legal provision. He has got legal suggestions from the Additional Solicitor General of India. But before that, in the initial para of that order, he also mentioned that he had received representations from BJP and Congress representatives in Punjab. And this is exactly what has irked the Aam Aadmi Party. Arvind Kejriwal, Raghav Chadha, they both tweeted out saying that its democracy is in danger because the governor is bound to sort of agree or sort of get convinced by the suggestions of his state cabinet. When the state cabinet has passed this, that they want to hold a special session of the assembly, then governor is duty bound to go with it. But this is for the first time when the governor has said that he has withdrawn his assent from holding or convening that special assembly session.